have the specific gravity at about 1.25 to 1.3. The parasite eggs will float up out of this, and then everything else, the organic matter and things will settle down. Okay, 28 milliliters or cc's of our solution. 2 cc or 2 milliliters, 2 grams of feces. Go ahead, mix them up. And this is where it's going to take a few minutes. This kind of have to rehydrate, and we'll have to break them up so that we can get the eggs out of there. Again, depending on what the goats have been eating, you're going to see a lot of stuff besides eggs in this sample. Like I said, these goats are primarily on a browse diet right now. They're eating lots of grass and lots of dry hay, so we're going to see lots and lots of hay stems and grass stems and things like that in our sample. If the goats were like the dairy goats are in the early part of the year when they're on mostly a grain diet, these samples would be much cleaner. We wouldn't see all of the other stuff in it. Okay, make sure we've got the fecal pellets are broken up very nicely. Don't leave any large chunks of fecal matter in there because the eggs are hiding out in there. If you don't get that broken up good, you're not going to get an accurate count because you haven't released all the eggs into the solution. Typically we want to sit there about 5 minutes and let this stir and settle out real good. And make sure that it is completely rehydrated. Once we've got those stirred real good, we're going to go ahead and run these through some gauze. We can use bandages, 2 layers, 1 layer folded over the cheesecloth or gauze, enough that we trap the grass and trap the big particles, but the eggs pass right on through. If you go online and look, there's almost as many different ways and videos to do this as there are people doing it. This is what's worked for us at the research farm here. We get a pretty clean sample and we think it's pretty representative of what's in the goats. Go ahead and squeeze your sample out, make sure you get as much of that fluid out of it as you can. And there we have a nice clean sample. We're pretty much free of grass and other things that are going to float around in there. Okay, at this point we're going to go ahead and transfer into a McMaster's slide. Again, like the microscope, this is your one piece of equipment that's a little bit more expensive. These typically run between $15 and $20 a piece. At the end of the video we've got a website where we can show you where you can order these directly. They're available to anybody. You don't have to be a veterinarian to order them.